All right, guys. Welcome to a back day here, starting my second week of being off my cutting diet and being on my reverse diet here. Little update. Before I started posing, I weighed myself in the scale at the gym. I weighed 184 with just a pair of shorts on and my bandana. So 184. That's pretty high. I would say that's pretty high. But considering my not this past week, but the week before that when I was in my full cut mode, I think the lightest I got down to was like 177.6, something around there. High 170s or 177. But I'm not too worried considering the fact that I think most of it's water weight. Like looking at my posing when I just watched myself here when I was grading this video, I don't think I looked like I gained close to 5 pounds now. I just think it's just some water retention, which is to be expected. Considering how hard I was dieting, it's just my body soaking up, basically getting nutrients back in it. I think I said this in one of the other videos. I'm trying to get to trying to find a maintenance level of carbs. Like I said, I'm eating around 2,900. That might be a little low, honestly. I might have to go up to around 3,200, but we'll see. We'll see for now. This week, I'm going to try and keep it under 3,000 and around 2,900. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Yep, just a back day, doing some cable rows here, and then we're gonna head to the plate loaded rows, and then to the one arm single pull downs, and then back to the cable rows, and then posing. What do I want to rant about today? Walking. That's one. I completely forgot about that. Walking. I think that 80% of people could achieve their physique that they want, their physique goals, by honestly just walking and eating properly. If you get minimum of 10,000 steps in a day, you can easily achieve your physique that for 80% of the people. 80% of the people, if you get your steps in and your diet, you dial in your diet, you can achieve pretty much within reason the physique that you want for most people. And that's not even including doing body weight exercises like just some push-ups or some sit-ups, maybe even some dips or pull-ups once or twice a week at the park on the pull-up bar. On top of that, I love walking. I think we all need to walk more. I love getting about an hour and a half all the way up to 2 hours of walking in. A lot of the times when I'm walking, I try to not listen to music at all. And it's awesome. I love walking. I think we need to walk more. Everyone needs to walk more. Yes, so walks. Get them in as much as you can, whenever you can. But I think the bigger rant today is going to be about, I was watching the Sam Hyde, Nick Fuentes interview or little podcast segment, whatever you want to call it. I was watching, there was just one clip that really stuck out to me. I haven't seen the whole thing. But there was one clip that stuck out to me that I think that I wanted to talk about at least. The Palantir situation. It seems to be ever more apparent that, and I'm not an expert on Palantir or the private corporations who are perpetuating and on the forefront of implementing these strategies and technology into our societies. However, it does seem that we are going ever closer and closer to a Skynet. It seems that AI is building up a database on us, on all of our personal lives. And it seems like they're going to start potentially implementing that into our society somehow, some way, some shape, some form. I don't know if anyone else has also seen over in the UK, there was a tweet that was going viral about a police officer coming to someone's house and they were going to talk to them about a protest they may be attending. The protest had not even happened yet, and the police were coming to. They just wanted to talk to him about an upcoming protest, which they think he was going to attend. Now, if you think that these technologies, okay, this these systems, these weapons, which they are weapons, they have been in place now for some time. It is only just now coming to the forefront where they are allowing the masses to know and understand what's going on. And again, this is probably some form of manufactured consent when the masses get a little taste, get a little understanding of what's actually going on. But this has probably been going on for some time. But if you don't think that this technology and that the police are going to start showing up to your house based off of potential crimes that you may or may not commit, or the potentiality to do something, you are sorely mistaken. It is going to be coming here faster than you know it. It's going to be implemented as soon as as they possibly can, without some sort of big uprising. Just as the same way as all of the technologies that you see being used in the surveillance state over in China, that is also coming here. Make no mistake about it. It's coming here. When, I don't know. But it will eventually make its way here. A lot of people think that the movie 1984, the book 1984, people tried to say, some people say like, oh, it's a warning about what could happen in a tyrannical government, the pinnacle of panopticons, right? Something like the movie 1984 or the book 1984, that is actually a playbook. Okay, they're showing you what they are going to do. It's not a warning. It is the playbook of what they're going to run and what is most likely going to happen. Okay. However, this rant is not meant to be black pill. First of all, blackpilling is part of the weaponization. It's part of the psyop. It's part of the warfare. Okay, it's part of the formless, the asymmetrical. What is it? The asymmetrical, formless mosaic warfare. I think that's a good way to phrase it. It's part of it to be blackpilled. The black pill stuff is retarded. But what are you supposed to do when subjects like this Palantir gets brought up, when it's actively when it's out there in the open for the public to see what they are doing, that they are building large data sets on every individual in the United States, and that they are potentially making decisions based on that data. Now, what are you supposed to do about that? Pretty much nothing. There's pretty much nothing that you can do. And the best thing to do about it is most likely to stop worrying about it and to not worry about it. That's honestly the best. If you, like I said, it's going to happen one way or another. Unless you think that there's going to be some sort of armed revolution or quote unquote civil war, which I do not believe will ever happen. There's no chance. For some sort of civil war to happen, there needs to be a threshold met of the quality of life. So your quality of life, this goes into a greed versus grievance, quote unquote dichotomy, on why ethnic and or civil wars conflict start. I forgot there's a stupid paper on the greed versus grievance, but if you just look up greed versus grievance political science papers, you can find it. One of the biggest deciding factors is if you have a grievance, your quality of life needs to be at the same level or worse than your quality of life would be during or under a civil war. And that's just never going to happen. And that threshold needs to be met in order for more mobilization and or engagement in civil war tactics or behaviors. So if anyone in the United States thinks that there's going to be something like that's going on, not a chance. It's absolutely no chance. On top of that, I mean, you just look to sports. If sports are on, if we got sports ball on, just know that there's nothing like that that's ever going to happen. And again, too, there's no way that anyone in the Western developed world is going to sacrifice the comfort and security that they already have now to be in a state far, far, far worse, like almost unimaginably worse during a civil war. And that's just never going to happen. I mean, you may have a couple people, very small people, engage in something like that, but it's just most people are not going to it's not going to meet the threshold to engage in some sort of action. So the best thing that you can do is to just ignore it, and try and focus on pretty much what you can do. And the number one thing I would say that you can do is probably one, live as healthy as you possibly can. Your sleep, first of all, sleep. I may have talked about this before, but your sleep can be the if you fix your sleep to get proper sleep, that will fix 80% of your problems in life and in your and in health wise. It'll fix probably 80%. So just sleep. 1, sleep. 2, your nutrition. And then 3, the exercise. If you just focus on those 3 things, I think that is a solid plan on having a much, much higher quality of life than anyone who's worrying about this Skynet artificial intelligent panopticon that is approaching. On top of that, probably trade some meme coins. Get into some meme coin tradings. Probably gamble with that. Man, and that's probably the only thing I can say is probably the best bet. And so I would say if you're not getting into that, you should also be reading as much as you can. Because they're not trying to, they'll never like take it away explicitly, like take away the ability for you to read. They'll just go so hardcore with some sort of warfare or with some other modality of action to deter you from reading. So reading's extremely important. You gotta read as much as you can. Good books. You can't just be reading garbage, man. Like there's so much garbage out there. So much garbage, dude. So try and find good classic books. Anything in the Western canon of literature is probably a good place to start. If you even want to start maybe even a little collection, probably start with that, and just read as much as you can, even if it's 15 minutes a day, dude. That's better than probably 90% of the population if you just read 15 minutes a day out of a book. What else? Try and accrue as many resources as possible. Number one being Bitcoin, as much as you possibly can. But let's put it on a cold wallet, store it on a cold wallet, and just hope that thing also goes to the moon. And if you hit big with the meme coins, just throw it back down on Bitcoin. And then you know, try and insulate yourself as much as you possibly can from the day-to-day vicissitudes of life and all that entails. And get sun, dude. You also got to start tanning. If you're not tanning, you got to get tanning, dude. I'm talking, if you have no sun where you live, you got to get in the tanning booths, dude. You got to get in the sun. Getting in the sun will, if you get the sleep, the sun, and the nutrition with the walking, that's probably going to fix 90 to 95% of your problems. So that's my advice. This is the last set here of cable rows, and then I go into the posing room. I set up my camera, and then I did because it takes me a little bit to get my camera set up, and I lose my pump by then. So I set up my camera, and then I went back out, and I did like maybe 2 more sets of the rows with some pullovers, superset, just real quick, just to get the pump back. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you catch them all out there. Hope you catch all the Pokemon, and hopefully Schmickus, Big Schmicky, hopefully he can join us and bless us with his presence for some more streams. And we're just gonna continue with this train run.